Hey everyone! September has been a crazy busy month. I started a new job with Northwest Dance and also been prepping for Geek Girl Con, which is this weekend. And I'm pretty excited, so I've been wearing this shirt kind of like all week. I just want to share. That's my Geek Girl Con shirt. There's also actually been other exciting new things, but I think I'll share them in future videos because I don't really have the mental space for this. This week before Geek Girl Con has been pretty stressful, so minimal amount of time and mental space available for this, but I just had to make this video because not only am I overdue for weekly reading updates, I also am due to make my favorites of the past 3 months video. So I did it, I narrowed it down, made a list that I'm going to share with you all of the favorite books that I read from July through September. So let's get started. And number 5 is Our Souls at Night by Kent Haruf. And I haven't talked about this in any of my reading updates because it's not science fiction fantasy and didn't really fit in the theme of my videos, but it's an undeniably wonderful book. It starts with the character of Addie. She's a retired widow and she goes to pay an unexpected visit to Lewis, who's also a retired widow. They live in this small town. They've known of each other forever, but they haven't actually spoken. So they meet, and the thing is, one of the things they have in common is that they've been living alone for a long time, and it's lonely at night with no one to talk to, so they start talking. It's a beautiful book. I'm a huge fan of books that are about people who are more of like a grandparent aged and that demographic. So I really liked that the story was centered on older people, and the story itself, it hits the right note of tenderness and compassion and love. Beautiful short book and definitely a great Swiss Army rec. On to number 4 on my list. That is The Quantum Fief by Hannu Rajaniemi. And this book I actually only finished just last week, so new to me, and it was so cool. So it starts with Jean, our main character. He is rescued from this horrifying prison and he's taken to the moving city of Mars, which is a crazy pants place, which I don't have time to explain to you, and it's best if you just experience it anyway rather than having me explain it at you. So Jean, he goes and he needs to recover his identity and his memories so that he can complete a heist. And I love heists. Also, meanwhile this is happening, we also have this investigator named Isidore, and he is on the trail of the criminal Le Flambeur. And I love investigators too. Like, I love stories about con men and stories about investigators, so that was really awesome. This book was actually really challenging to understand the world just because nothing is explained to you. But the writing really saves it because it makes it easy to read and it's really entertaining. So even though I probably missed a lot on the first read through, I still really enjoyed it, and I'm actually really excited to read it the second time through because I think I'm just gonna it's gonna blow my mind the second time. And it's really great. So I say just immerse yourself because I really enjoyed that, and it was really rewarding to just come to understanding naturally through the reading of the book. Now, on to number 3 on this list. That is The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Goss. Almost forgot my own list. So this book, it's about monster girls, it's about adventure and mystery. Characters from like classic science fiction and horror stories, they've inspired the backstories of the main characters. They are these monster girls. There are 5 young women. They meet and they team up in London. They need to solve this deadly mystery and also face the consequences of their dark paths. It's really great. The characters are definitely the best part of this, even though they are using inspiration from kind of like older characters from the genre. Like, these characters are so new and fresh, and it's really wonderful. Plus they got this like interesting mode of storytelling where the girls in the present, they interrupt the narrative of their past adventure, and some people might think that this interrupts the tension or whatever of the story. I thought it was done brilliantly, and I really enjoyed learning even more facets of these characters through them chiming into the writing of their adventure, and it was really, really good. Now, on to the second best thing that I actually read in the past 3 months, which is crazy that I read so many good things, but I'm just telling you, number 2, it's The Prey of Gods, which I talked about many months ago by Nicky Drayden. And this is a crazy book. I still haven't figured out a succinct way to talk about the premise or the plot of this book, so I think I'm going to read part of the back cover of the book. I'm going to read the part that talks about the characters, which is really interesting. So this book is about an ancient demigoddess hell-bent on regaining her former status by preying on the blood of every human she encounters. It's about a young Zulu girl powerful enough to destroy her entire township, a queer teen plagued with the ability to control minds, a pop diva with serious daddy issues, and a politician with even more serious mommy issues. So this book is really enjoyable for so many reasons. Its originality, its banana pants plot, its really well drawn characters, and I'm so impressed about how this author has fit so many perspectives and characters into the book. They're larger than life characters and they each narrate their own part, and somehow the book never feels crowded. It is done so well. It must be the top-notch writing that fits in the cool world building, the crazy plot, these well-drawn, big, just huge personality characters. And so I think this is a book that's just crafted so magnificently. Now, lastly, we've made it to number 1 on this list, and really there's no competition. This was so easy to choose because the best thing I read was the Broken Earth trilogy by NK Jemisin. It starts with the 5th season, the second book is the Obelisk Gate, and then the conclusion came out this past summer, which is the Stone Sky. Now this is a fantasy series. It's set in this world plagued by seismic activity, and it's also set on like the giant planet. It has one continent, a la Pangea. And so the narrative starts with a giant rift going through the continent, and this rift opens up enough like ash spewing that it like darkens the skies for centuries. It's a really bad situation. Now the characters, the main characters, they're all Origins, and Origins are these rare people that have the ability to control shakes. They can both start and quell them, and they also have this somehow interesting tie to lost technologies from a dead civilization. Anyway, these Origins, they are greatly feared by the general population, and they are tightly controlled people. So it's really fascinating, and let's just get to the point. We're gonna get real, and I'm just gonna tell you that this is the best trilogy that's ever been written. It is the top of the game. It is a game changer for the genre, and in my lifetime, there's only one bigger game changer, and that's Harry Potter. Harry freaking Potter. So this book is amazing. I could list all of the ways that I love it, all the reasons, but you know, it would get repetitive. In summary, this is an incredible story, and it's the best one we could ever hope to read. And so that is my list. I think really that's a wrap on this video today. So until next time, lovelies.